We're doing our ribs in our skillet, our electric skillet.
Doing spork spare ribs, also frozen. And
We're simply adding together and mixing together our marinade straight up, 1:1 ratio, but we are going to do half a cup. So one half, one half, one half. I can do the marinade. Here we go. Let's do half a cup to break the sweetness a little bit. I will add a little bit of this apple cider vinegar, but I will always say this. I don't typically do that. Honey, do you want me to add some vinegar or do you like it the same way that I used to do it? All right, he wants to break the sweetness. So how much vinegar do we add to this? Because it's half a cup in the ratio. We're going to add 2 tablespoonfuls of vinegar. Anyway, so here we go. And then we need half a cup of fresh garlic. All right.
so actually, I won't measure it, but this is already half a cup.
There you go.
I put a garlic in a Ziploc and then I smashed it with a mallet. I've seen me do it before. That's a marinade, simple. And then now we're gonna lay down the ribs, bone down as well.
Yes, on the side actually, or the boned up part.
We have parts here, as you can see, that hardly have any bone. They're so small. So this will be so good. I can smell it.
This is our favorite,
Smells
you
so
all. This is very good.
It kind of reminds you of adobo marinade, right? But it's not.
Not quite.
It's not that long either. It's about ribs.
Our ribs. So all we're gonna do in the EOC for us, it's going to be 425 because we have pork ribs. All right. Do you see this? I am simply going to flip this. Don't lower your heat. There you go. And then cover it once again. So this is how we're cooking it through first. Cover it once again without lowering your heat. This one, I am cooking it like I'm baking it. That's why the lid is completely on for now because we're trying to cook through the ribs. About 5 more minutes to cook it through before we start evaporating the liquid or the marinade in it. If you're done with 5 minutes on one side after you flipped it,
Thank you.
all
There
right.
you go.
I'm flipping it a 3rd time to go to the other side. This time, I'm lowering my temperature to 400 degrees. All right. And I am now leaving this one open. Do you see this? It's cranked about 1 inch. So I just did that with my EOC. Now it's 400 for me. All right. That's why I opened this. See, 1 inch. You do the same thing for your EOC. So here, I'm just going to watch this with my cover open. And realistically, that's going to be around 10 minutes on every side. So I'm going to keep turning it. Or maybe 8 minutes because we don't have much time. Yes, if you guys are with the way that it's browned, you're done. Here we go. Mikael, can we please show our ribs real quick? There we go. Let's see if it will come up again. So I'm using the same marinade to cook our ribs in, but it's also in the EOC. So this has been cooking for quite a bit now. I'm just now at this point evaporating as much of the sauce, cooking through, and I'm turning it every 5 minutes. And my EOC is at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. There you go. Ribs that is so yummy. Right, so I'm going to keep just turning this still at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Do you see this? My meat is starting to come off the bone. So what I'm going to do at this point from 400, I'm going to lower my temperature because my sauce is almost gone.
Yeah.
So I lowered my temperature at this point to 325. So Salad Master owners, especially if you have the EOC, understand this. Whenever you want to cook around whatever it is you're cooking, you want to do that by simply cranking your lid open. And then the temperature that you set your EOC on will depend on how cooked your food already is. So in this manner, I want it to be a little bit more brown and cooked, but I don't want it burnt on the outside. So I brought down my temperature all the way to 325. I want my sauce to caramelize even further. I like this one without sauce, but completely caramelized, right? And then you hold your rib and you eat it like that.
My
Dry,
sauce is
but brown.
the soup is thick enough now.
Look at this. I am really wanting it brown. Do you see this, Roy and Jewel? Look at that.
Looks perfect. And
it will be so good. You're going to wish you made some pork ribs. I'm reading your mind. Aren't you thinking that right now,
look how
Roy?
golden brown it is. And one of the cameras there. I guess we're gonna plate our salmon and ribs.
Now here's our ribs. I wish you were here to taste this. There you go. Look at that. Look at the ribs. There.
And then you have your soup. All right, we're good here. Dinner's ready. Viewers of Salmon with Chad Marby.
Right.
1 cup of rice with a slice of salmon and 2 ribs. Yeah.
There you go, everybody. Our very simple 3-ingredient marinade that you can tweak very easily.